fallen leaves tell a story.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Canopy of Curiosity, and today we're going to be learning about the lore and world of the Devil May Cry franchise. I'm your host, illarox, and once again, I'm joined by Willow. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. I've sported my red leather jacket specifically for this occasion.
Yeah? Is that what Dante wears?
Oh, absolutely. You've played a few Devil May Cry games, right?
Yeah, but I was wondering if it's like a replica of his, or is it just like a red
No,
jacket?
no, it's just a red jacket. I definitely was attracted to it because of Dante. That's for sure. I did
Okay.
at some point have this one long red leather jacket that I got from this costume warehouse in my school. It was just like this long woman's leather jacket, and I was like, I fit. I'm taking it. And I kept it for years. I just got rid of it a few years ago.
Okay. Don't you feel hot though?
Oh, absolutely. Both sets.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start by saying what I know about Devil May Cry,
Right.
which isn't much actually. I played Devil May Cry 4,
Mhm.
I played Devil May Cry 5, and I played DMC Devil May Cry.
All right.
So I don't remember the story of any of them.
Okay.
I don't
Interesting.
know. It wasn't very memorable to me. I remember some
Well,
characters. I remember Nero, I think his name is.
yeah.
He was my favorite character. Um,
Uh,
I remember Kyrie, who's his girlfriend.
mhm.
I remember Dante, obviously, Virgil, and what's that? I think his name is V. Is it V? That guy with
V
the
with the cane.
pets,
Yes.
the demon pets. So yeah, I don't remember the stories at all. But
Okay.
I always love Nero's like ghost hand,
His
and
devil bringer, yeah.
when I played it, when was Devil May Cry 4 released? Devil May Cry 4
I want to say
release date.
2008.
Uh, yeah, 2008. So I was pretty young back then, and I only had a PC, so I could never play Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3.
Hmm.
So I just gave 4 a try because I heard it's like different characters, so you can just start with it and you don't have to play 1, 2, 3. And it released on
Yes.
PC. And basically, I was pretty young then, so I thought Nero is super cool.
Oh, absolutely. And
I
that's
didn't
the
I
goal,
didn't
right?
I didn't really like Dante as much,
Hmm.
but yeah, he was pretty cool too, just not as cool as Nero. And I liked Nero personality back then.
Yeah. There's so many similarities between Nero and Ichigo, and I'm sure I'll touch on that a little bit later. Like really meta kind of shit. Like they have the same voice actor, and I'm probably gonna get into that later.
In
Um,
Japanese or English?
in English, they don't have Devil May Cry doesn't have any Japanese dub. It's
Oh,
all done originally in English.
really? Do they play in
Yeah.
English in Japan? Are you sure?
Yeah. So if you play the Japanese version of Devil May Cry, it has Japanese subtitles.
So I
Because
do remember. I'll tell you what else I remember. I remember. I don't know what how it was before, but I know Dante is like a demon hunter, and that's his
Mhm.
job. He actually has like a
Yeah,
little office or whatever.
yeah, it
And
has
I
an
remember in
office.
Devil May Cry 4, there's like a giant church that everybody follows and prays to, and there's the bad guys.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and they have like a theme of like kind of look like angels from Diablo going on
Yeah.
with
A
their
lot
armors
of
and shit.
there's some demonology slash like angelic representation on like the demons look like angels and demons. They're just demons.
Yeah. I remember the opening. I don't know if it's the opening, but like the beginning of DMC Devil May Cry, the remake.
Hmm.
I remember how he's like naked running around, going through the
Yes.
clothes. I'm one of the few people who did like that remake, but I'm not familiar with the originals. So
I really, really enjoy the gameplay of DMC Devil May Cry. Nothing else. No, no,
I
that's a lie. The
I
music is
enjoyed I
fantastic.
enjoyed the direction, the like cinematography. I thought
Yeah,
it was
some of
really
the levels
cool.
were cool. Some of the
Like just
levels were
that
like
beginning cutscene is like amazing. I thought back then.
it was so edgy. It was
Yeah,
so edgy.
I don't
Jesus
remember
fuck.
if the game was edgy, but I
Oh yeah.
remember that it had very good like cinematography.
It's it's what gave me a hard time is that in previous Devil May Cry game, Devil Dante was edgy, yes, but lovable, right? Whereas in DMC Devil May Cry, he's just an asshole the entire time. Like
Yeah,
really edgy, cracks some jokes, but also is very much unlovable, in my opinion. But some of the level designs were so good. Like there was a level where you were fighting from the perspective of a chopper camera looking at you. So you
there was
were
one like
as
jumping level which I don't even remember what it was, but I hated it.
probably
So
with whips
annoying.
having to zone like zip the point and stuff.
Maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So you've played Devil May Cry 4, DMC Devil May Cry, and Devil May Cry 5.
Yes.
In chronologically speaking, it should be Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 4. I'm not too sure where they go, and then 5. I'm not sure which one goes first, 2 and 4, probably 2. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've been playing Devil May Cry for 20 years now. Thinking about it,
I just zoomed
um,
myself out. I hope it wasn't too jarring.
absolutely.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, because
but
I was
yeah,
too
no,
zoomed in compared to you.
that's fine. I'm super leaning into.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm
But
so pink over here, but whatever.
it's a
So
temperature.
yeah, so I do have the book, the
The
like
book.
the Divine Comedy from
Okay.
like Dante, and I've always wanted to read it, but I was always too lazy to start reading it, so I never actually read it. But one day I will, I guess, maybe, hopefully.
It's
And
really interesting from the perspective of like now knowing who all the characters in the book were, right? Like in Dante's Inferno, it's basically just a fan fiction he wrote of himself going to hell, and like everyone in hell are all the people he didn't like in life.
yeah,
So it's really funny to see that retroactively. But as far as inspiration from Dante's Inferno to the game, it's really just names. The only thing they took is names. They
yeah.
didn't take care of the aspects of the different layers of hell or anything. Um, there might be some visual symbolism from it, but other than that, it's like they didn't take characters from it to mold them into the story. It's really just names that sounded cool.
Another thing I just remembered is that I really didn't like using Dante in Devil May Cry 4 because he had like weird weapons that I didn't like. He had the fists, I think,
Yeah.
and I don't
Uh, in,
remember what else he had, but like I didn't like his like
in
playing as him.
in Devil May Cry 4, he has his rebellion, his regular sword, the fist called Gilgamesh, and it's like gauntlets and foot, and boots. He has Lucifer. That's it throws red spikes that explode whenever you want them to.
Yeah, that one.
And in the guns, he has Ebony and Ivory, his two guns. He has Coyote, the shotgun, and he has a box called Pandora's Box that just transforms into anything depending on what you want it to do.
Yeah,
Um,
I just remember that every time they gave me to play Dante, I was like, ugh, give me back Nero.
Dante is mechanically harder to play, but so much more satisfying. No, I'm sorry, not more satisfying. Dante allows you to get your style meter up much quicker than any other character. Because if
Yeah.
you're
I
juggling
actually
between like,
I actually really don't like the like meter, the style meter. I know it's like
no,
a main core of the game, but
the
I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
the best one of the style meters is in 5 for sure because they made the style meter match with the music. So each time you get a new style, so it goes from C to B to A, they add a layer of the music that's playing in the back until you reach S rank and the vocals kick in. Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I just like I don't know. Back in the day, I would care about it too much, and that would just be annoying because like it's
Mhm.
very frustrating when you're not getting good like combos and stuff.
Right, right.
And now I just don't care about it, and I feel like it's just a mechanic that I completely ignore. So I don't know. Not for me.
It encourages you. It's basically just the game telling you, "Hey, don't mash the same button. Like do something different." And if you do something different, you're gonna get rewarded from it. And
I actually
that's pretty
remember
much the whole
that it
thing.
was super easy to do it with V to get like
Yeah, yeah.
high on the meter. Oh,
Yeah, V's a bit easier because you get to stay away from the danger, right? Get to just kind of stay in the back line and let your pets attack.
yeah, but also he like all the just basic attacks of the pets filled the meter really well and all that stuff. It was really easy.
So where would you like to get started? Would you like to start with the creation of the game, or would you like to start with the game?
I guess let's start with the creation. How did they make it and
Yeah.
come up with it?
So I need to preface something. I need to send you an image. This lad here, this beautiful, beautiful human being. This is Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah,
Uh,
he looks
this is
better
the
now,
guy.
actually.
Yeah, but look at the drip. Look at the style that emanates from this man. He was a game director working for Capcom. He did Resident Evil 2 for PlayStation 1, and whenever he was asked to work on a sequel to Resident Evil 2, he started working on different ideas. Wanted the gameplay to be, you know, a little bit more, maybe faster, maybe a little bit more action oriented. And at the time when they started working on Resident Evil 3, they got words in that Sony was coming out with the PlayStation 2. So they were like, all right, we're going to have a brand new console to work with. We're going to be allowed to do a lot bigger things compared to PlayStation 1. So what they did is they took the ideas that they had, like the leftover stuff for Resident Evil 2, created a 2.5 that ended up being 3. So now Hideki was charged with, instead of working on Resident Evil 3, to work on the Resident Evil 4 for the PlayStation 2. So now it's like, all right, my ideas for an action game or Resident Evil leaning more on the action side is more realistic because the console will allow for faster movement and stuff. And
It's funny
after a bit of
because
the
unrelated to Devil
yeah.
May Cry, but Resident Evil. I know that Resi- like Resident Evil 4 is like everybody's favorite, but hated it. I thought
Oh,
it's
really?
like the worst in the series by far.
As it's different for Resident Evil, and it changed what is seen as a Resident Evil. Like 4 is the switch from classic Resident Evil to post 4, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's different on controller. I played it on keyboard and mouse, and
Hmm.
it was the worst controls I've ever experienced in a game,
Okay.
and I
I
just hated it so much that I couldn't like get into the story, the character. I couldn't just get into anything at all because of it.
That's unfortunate. I remember the tank controls being um, awful. My the first time I ever played Resident Evil 4 was on the Wii. So the controls were just like point and shoot, right? And as a kid, I thought that was the coolest thing, and I just really much enjoyed Resident Evil 4. Um,
But like, I have no problem with tank controls in like in the original Resident Evil One.
mhm.
It's actually one of my favorites, the HD remake.
Yeah, I haven't played the HD remake of 1 yet.
Oh, it's really cool. Some of the it's not the best graphics, obviously, but some of the
Mhm.
shots that it has are really, really good. Like because
So,
it's you have like a set camera,
mhm.
so some of the like shots and shadows are just gorgeous.
I owned Resident Evil 1 on PlayStation 1 as a kid, right? And I remember being in my room with a friend, turning on the PlayStation, starting Resident Evil 1, and when that one cutscene where the zombie just fucking turns around slowly, we lost our shit. Like we absolutely just turned off the console, turned off the TV. Nope, we're not dealing with that. It was
Yeah.
terrifying. Um, but yeah, no, so as they were working on what was to be Resident Evil 4, they realized at some point in production that what they were writing was very, very different than what would fit into Resident Evil. Like the main protagonist was going to be infected by a strain of the G virus that would have given him superpowers essentially, and he would be a cop detective called Tony Redgrave who would fight mutated virus creatures and eventually find the origin of the Umbrella Corporation. Uh, and
Okay.
yeah, at some point they realized, yeah, this is way too different from what the Resident Evil gameplay should be. So they made their own IP, which ended up being Devil May Cry 1.
I'm actually
Um,
looking at it right now, and it
mhm.
says actually Devil May Cry took a lot of inspiration from Onimusha.
Onimusha. It's an anime, isn't it?
No, it's a game also from Capcom, I
Game.
think.
Hmm.
It said, it says, uh, major gameplay elements were partially inspired by a bug found in Onimusha during a
Yes,
test
that he could
play.
juggle
Yeah,
enemies.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's so cool that he thought like, oh, this game doesn't usually allow me to do that, but this bug lets me just let the enemy in the air while I whack them. I want this to be part of my game.
Well, also in Onimusha, you also kind of fight demons, I guess. So,
Mhm.
so I guess it is kind of similar. But Onimusha, it was used to be called. It was used to be called like the Resident Evil in feudal Japan.
I could see
But
that.
but the difference is that you don't really have ammo, so it's not really as like a. You don't need to conserve ammo. It's not that much of a survival horror or whatever.
Right, right.
Because you
More
just run
action.
around with swords.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't really know if I can call it the like Resident Evil in feudal Japan because it feels different. It actually
It's
feels kind of like the first Souls like. And I know that sounds weird, but
okay.
the way you become stronger is that demons that you kill drop souls and you collect their souls and then you put it into like your gauntlet into your character to become stronger. And I know that I remember that like the demons respawn and shit, and there's like checkpoints or something like safe slot spots. So I feel like maybe I don't know if it's true or not, but could be that Souls like took a lot from Onimusha as well.
Could be. When did Onimusha come out?
2001. January.
Okay, yeah. So same as Devil May Cry 1.
Devil May Cry 1 is also 2001, but
Yeah.
August.
So yeah. Uh, and then Devil May Cry 1 did super well. Basically, oh geez, spawned a whole new genre of games by itself. And it did
Yeah,
super well for Capcom.
I remember. I don't think when I was a kid I even heard of Devil May Cry 1 when it released.
Okay.
But like when I started using the internet more and I learned about, I think it was already when Devil May Cry 2 or maybe even 3 were out.
The
And
first one I've ever played was 3 on release.
yeah, well, I don't know when it was. I just remember that I saw it and I was like, this looks so cool. I really want to play it, but I can't.
Uh-huh.
But I was really jealous.
I myself didn't have a PS2, but my buddy did, and whenever he came over, he would bring like Devil May Cry, and oh god, we would play that game so fucking much.
Yeah.
And as far as the story, just the stuff from Nero and forward.
Oh, I don't even know that. I don't remember.
So, and,
Literally,
just,
everything I know is what I told you at the start. I don't know. I don't remember any of the story except for that.
okay. Well, development-wise, after Devil May Cry 1, Hideki was like, "Oh, cool! It did really well. We're gonna do a second." They haven't called me to do the second yet, and then he gets a call from a guy working to direct Devil May Cry 2, and he's like, "Hey, can you send me the documents that you had for Devil May Cry 1? We're gonna need them. Okay, thanks, bye." So Hideki Kamiya did not work on Devil May Cry 2 at all,
Yeah.
and Devil May Cry 2 is not good compared to all the other ones. It's very
But he didn't work on
dry.
any other Devil May Cry either.
He did not work on any other Devil May Cry, but he consulted on all of them after 2.
Okay.
So he worked on collaboration with the directors of 3, gave them the okay to kind of change anything they needed to the story, gave recommendation of what he wanted the story to go to for 4. And from there, he essentially quit Capcom and started his own studio with Platinum Games. And that Platinum name gave us Bayonetta, the wonderful 101.
I
And
don't think I've
Bayonetta is,
played any game that he made, actually. I haven't played Devil May
really,
Cry 1. I haven't played Beautiful Joe,
Beautiful Joe
Okami,
is amazing.
Bayonetta, or The Wonderful 101. I don't even know what that is.
I still own Beautiful Joe 1 on GameCube. I have it right there. No, his games are awesome. His games are all about screw logic. We're gonna go big. We're gonna go stylish. Like Beautiful
Yeah,
Joe is all about style. If you've ever played Bayonetta, Bayonetta
I
is
haven't. I
absolutely
haven't played
fantastic.
anything, but I know about it. Uh, I don't think it was released. The original one was it released on PC? I don't remember.
Bayonetta?
Yeah, like was it
The
originally released for PC?
the original one maybe 2 and 3 no because I'm pretty sure they're Nintendo exclusives.
Yeah, when I saw Bayonet at first, I was like, okay, this looks cool. I probably want to play it, but I don't know. I kind of forgot about it, and later when I looked into it, I was like, well, this doesn't seem something like because of the sexuality of it. I was kind of turned off from it
Right,
as
right.
I grew up.
Would it make you feel better if it was a team of women who were specifically tasked to write the coolest possible women that they could?
No, not really.
Okay. Because
I
that's
because
basically what
it's
happened with Bayonetta.
yeah a lot. I feel like a lot of games, especially from Japan, and maybe now it's less. I don't know, but back then I feel like a lot of games are just like too catered to the male gaze.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't know. I just don't really like it. I feel like it's weird. And I know that her
Yeah.
suit is made from her hair.
Hell
And
yeah.
I don't know.
Bayonetta is super fun. It's basically the Devil May Cry formula, but they said, okay, what if we gave infinite combos? They were like, all right, the combo list, expand that shit. And in Bayonetta, you can do combos forever. It's fantastic.
Yeah. It's funny because I did like the Stellar Blade, though.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I still
It's-
didn't really like a lot of aspects of Stellar Blade. And
mhm.
maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just too old fashioned. I'm like an
I'm gonna need
old
to play it at
soul.
some point. I've played the demo, but I haven't played the game yet.
I think the game's
Um,
great. The story is like mediocre, but the game's pretty great. I love that there's just like, I don't know how to explain it. There's just like a couple of levels which are just straight up Dead Space. They just made Dead
yeah,
Space inside a different game in some
I
levels.
haven't seen any of that. I should take a look.
It's so cool. I loved it. It was so fun.
I've only heard good things about it. I really should at some point.
Yeah. They're just like, you enter a place and you get a gun instead of a sword and you just play Dead Space.
Let's go.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll play Bayonetta. But now I also know that, except for the sexuality of it, it also just tries to be like really crazy with its story.
It's pretty out there.
Yeah, and it's also something that I don't like anymore. Like, I know that you love it, but like, I really don't like stuff like, what's it called? The game with, what's her name? B2 and
B?
C9 or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
2B? I don't
It to
remember.
be.
Yeah, what's the game called? Nier.
Near Automata.
Yeah, I really don't like any of the Nier games, and I
Oh, why not?
don't really like Death Stranding that much.
Is is it like too serious or?
What, Death Stranding?
Yeah.
No, I just think they made like a huge mystery, which is like okay, but I just felt like once the mystery started revealing itself, it just didn't live up to itself. Like the mystery
Hmm.
was much more interesting than the actual answers. The answers I thought were really boring,
Right.
and that's what turned me off. Because I did enjoy playing it, even though it's not like a lot of people say it's like a walking sim. People who haven't played it,
Hmm.
but it's really not. And I thought it was actually pretty fun to play.
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to the second.
Although eventually everything just becomes an annoyance because nothing is actually dangerous. It
Hmm.
just slows you down, and you just want to finish your fucking delivery, and everything just slows you down. It just becomes an annoyance rather than fun at some point.
Right.
Maybe
I
it's too
see.
maybe it's too long. I don't know. Maybe it would be better if it was like a few hours shorter.
I see. Yeah. It doesn't help that a lot of it is cutscenes too.
Oh, I love the
Like,
cutscenes. Like I love that stuff.
uh,
That's
yeah,
cutscenes and
yeah.
conversations are my favorite things in video games. So that's why I love
Um,
CRPGs so much because like more than half the game is just you talking to characters.
right.
So,
Oh my
but
god, yeah. Don't play Devil May Cry 2. Dante has like 5 lines in the whole game.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will play it though. Maybe let's see how interesting this episode is,
Yeah.
and if you
So
can
all
sell
the
it to me.
games, every single games are on sale on Steam right now, or they were last time I checked. Um, actually, let me check.
Well, I doubt I will play it on PC though.
Oh, they're not on sale anymore. Feels
I
bad.
I actually own Devil May Cry 4 and 5 on Steam,
Okay.
but nothing else.
It's the HD collection. That's what you want. For 1, 2, 3. So, uh, the actual story starts before Devil May Cry any of the games really. So there's a novel.
Okay.
I think there's a graphic novel, but there's a novel that talks about Dante's early life. Basically, he grew up with his twin brother, Virgil, who they were both raised by their mom and dad. A mom whose name was Eva, dad whose name was Sparda. Um, and Sparda would teach his sons
Oh yeah,
how
isn't there like
to.
the Sword of Sparta or something?
Yeah, there is a sort of Sparda.
Yeah.
Sparta would teach his kids how to fight with swords and gave them both a sword. He gave a sword called Rebellion to Dante and a sword called Yamato to Virgil. And I can send you a picture of both of them.
Sure. Hmm. I don't. Oh, there it is. I was like, I can't find the even the collection on Xbox, but
Mm.
I found it now. What is the
Just
4SE bundle? I guess that's what I want.
for special edition. So it has like all the DLCs, all the additional stuff.
Yeah.
And here.
So yeah, so it's I see it on both PlayStation and I'll like wish list it, I guess, and see because I doubt I'll play it without a sale.
Right, right.
But
If you already own
Sparta
four.
actually, well, I own it on PC. I don't want to play it on PC
Okay,
because it's very annoying to stream games on PC.
I see. So yeah, Sparta gave his two sons these two swords, Rebellion to Dante and Yamato to Virgil, and then he just up and left. We to this point in the story, we don't know what happened to Sparta.
They really
He
talk. I remember that they talk about Sparta a lot though in the games. Isn't he like a demon though?
yes, he is a demon.
Yeah.
You learn that really in every single opening of every game. It starts with, oh, the demon lord Sparta was a knight of Mundus, the king of hell. And at some point, Sparta said, no, screw this guy. And he locked and separated the demon world and the human world.
Is it
And
Mundus or Mundus?
Mundus, they say it differently in every game.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
Mundus. It's kind of like it's funny that uh I don't know how they came up with it. Is that like an actual demon and like
it's apart from
Dante's Inferno or whatever?
not Dante's Inferno. I think it's the part from the Bible, like a book of Revelation or something.
Oh.
I think it's Latin for world.
Yeah, that's what the
Or
world is called in Elder Scrolls, isn't it? The mortal world. It's called Mundus.
might be. I can't remember actually. But yeah, so Sparta says, "Screw my boss. I'm gonna lock the keys to the office." So leaves, goes to the human world, and lives in the human world for like 2,000 some years. Until he eventually has kids, and now he's gone. We don't know where he is.
Do we know
Dante and
who their
Virgil.
mother is?
Yeah, she was a human. Her name was Eva,
Of course it was.
and on this,
By the way, it says here, like you said, Mundus is the Latin for world. It's likely a reference to Prince of the World, a euphemism for the devil found in the Gospel of John.
yeah, there you go. It's talking about the devil and it says something something mundus.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there's this one night Dante and Virgil are like 7 or 8. Sparta is gone. They don't know where he is. And something happens. Demon attack Dante's residence. Uh, Dante's mother hides him in a closet. Um, and Virgil is nowhere to be seen, so she goes to look for Virgil. And she dies in the process, trying to find Virgil. Virgil is never seen again. And Dante, from there, as a newly orphaned single person alone, just goes, "All right, I'm a kid." But he knows he's super strong, right? Like he knows that he's special somehow. So he just tries to survive for a bit. Goes under the wing of different people that you see like in the manga and novels. And eventually he starts working as a mercenary from a very, very young age.
Wait, say that again. You cut out.
He started working as a mercenary from
Okay.
a very young age.
Like just a regular mercenary or a demon mercenary?
A little bit of everything. Odd job here and there. He's basically a kid who has infinite energy and doesn't get hurt. Like he's super strong.
Okay.
He can do superhuman things. So as low key as he can, he starts getting work everywhere.
Okay.
He fights demons using the sword that he basically has from his father. Like he knows about demons, doesn't know the whole gist of it. He just knows they exist, right? And he fights them.
Okay.
And he keeps breaking his equipment because he's so strong. Like whenever he's shooting gun, he keeps breaking the guns because he's shooting too fast or holding them too strongly, and they keep breaking. So there's
You
this
can't
one
really shoot too
gunsmith.
fast, no matter how strong you are.
It's just that it jams, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it keeps shooting too fast for what the
Like
gun
you can
can, and the
click
guns
too
keep
fast, but
jamming.
you can't really. The gun won't shoot
Yeah,
faster than its max speed.
exactly. And that's a problem. Because Dante's like, I need to shoot faster. So there's this one gunsmith
Yeah.
who's
You
an
never really heard
artist.
of like automatic weapons, I guess.
Nah. That's not
Or
stylish enough.
Uzis. Uzis would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So there's this one gunsmith that makes Dante a pair of guns called Ebony and Ivory. And it's his classic, like iconic pair of guns. And they're just basically made for Dante, and it's one of them shoots really fast, and one of them just has is capable of shooting stronger bullets, quote unquote. So like one of them is the heavy hitter, one of them is the fast hitter. Um, and
Okay.
on it says for Tony Redgrave, which was
Reference to
Dante's
Resident Evil,
original
I guess.
his original in development game name. But in game, it's the alias that he uses, because he comes from in game Redgrave City. So whenever he was like working as a mercenary, he would introduce himself as Tony Redgrave.
Okay.
So eventually, skip a few years, Dante finds this little office, or starts renting it, and wants to do a mercenary agency for demons. Doesn't have a name for it or anything. But we're now in Devil May Cry 3. This is where the story starts in game. Devil May Cry 3 is the first thing you see. So,
Do we actually
Da-
know what demons in hell are? Or like is it do we learn it later or like
they're just demon. They're just like it's from the way I understand it, the two worlds were connected, and demon and humans were living in the same world. But then it got separated by Sparda, and now there's just
by
demons in
Sparta?
one side and human in the other side.
Not even by Mundus?
No,
No,
Sparda.
Mundus
So
probably wants
Mundus.
to connect it back,
Yeah.
I assume.
Mundus was king of everything. So
Yeah.
when Sparta separated everything, now Mundus only rules the demon world, and the human world is kind of less left alone. And Mundus doesn't like that.
How long ago was that?
2,000 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
That feels like something too late.
It's too recent. it's way too recent because then there would be records of this, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like too late in terms of like,
Um,
yeah.
so Devil May Cry 3 starts. Dante
Oh,
sitting at his
one thing
office.
I just wanted to ask. One thing I just thought about.
Yes.
Does the game reference like actual characters from the Bible? Like, do they exist? Did they exist in this world?
No. No, I don't think so. They don't make any religious references or anything like that. Like Jesus is never mentioned or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very much an alternate 2,000 years ago with a similar present, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay.
Like it's still modern day, like Earth with cars and technology and stuff. We have the same technology, but we may not have the same like religious history.
Okay.
Um, so in Devil May Cry 3, it starts with Dante sitting at his office, thinking about what to name his shop, basically, when someone walks in and says, like, hey, I have an invitation from your brother. And Dante's like, my brother? Huh, that's sus. Gets attacked by a bunch of demons, just walks it off and was like, all right, I'll go to my brother's invitation, I guess.
Oh,
Um,
I see. I misunderstood. I thought you're saying that Dante's brother invited this guy to the shop, even though we know nothing about his brother because he
yeah,
disappeared.
so at
But what
this
you're saying
point,
is that this
Dante,
guy is like a courier that gave Dante an invitation to meet with his brother.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. Because at this point, Dante's like, "Huh, I thought Virgil was dead. I haven't seen him since I was 8." Like, there's been some allusions to Virgil still being alive in the manga and in the novel, but
Yeah.
no like big confirmation, right? Now
Yeah.
someone is straight up at his door saying like, "Hey, your brother wants to meet." Um, and Dante's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go meet my brother." They had a big rivalry. They weren't on the best terms. Um,
Okay.
And eventually, Dante goes up, meets his brother, who summoned a giant demon tower in the middle of town in the hopes of fusing the human world and demon world again. For what reason Virgil wants to do that, Dante has no idea. He goes up the tower to meet with him, meets someone along the way, a mercenary who's wielding like a bazooka with a bayonet on it. Her name is Mary, but Dante will address her as Lady for the entire series. Um,
Okay.
and Lady is there for a reason. Dante doesn't know, but they're kind of bashing heads at this point. Um,
I also
yeah,
remember the weirdo lady from 4.
the weirdo
Trish,
lady
I
from
think.
4.
Is
Trish,
it
yes.
Trish?
The blonde one?
Yeah.
Yes. She'll come in Devil May Cry 1.
Wait, is that
Uh,
the person I remember? Maybe not.
Maybe Gloria is who you're thinking of.
She like does a huge backward split or something.
Yeah, that's Gloria.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's who I remember.
you were right though. Gloria is Trish. It's Trish in disguise.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so Dante goes up the tower, meets with his brother, and learns that Virgil wants to reconnect the two worlds that their father separated. And to do that, he needs the two parts of the necklace. So Virgil has a necklace and Dante has a necklace. He needs
Okay.
both of them to be able to fuse the worlds together. Um, so Virgil beats the shit out of Dante, takes his necklace, and goes down in the tower where he's not able to fuse the worlds. So he's like, all right, I'm missing something.
Okay.
Few things happen. Um,
Why is
how,
like why is Mundus like such a like weak dude that can't do it himself?
Good question. So Mundus is locked in the demon world, and since he's the biggest and baddest of demons, he cannot himself go to the human world. The idea is like the smaller demons can pass through like splits and fractures in the worlds and can just like spawn places. But the bigger the demon is, the bigger the split needs to be.
Okay.
So that's why we're only seeing like human-sized demons, and then everything that's bigger, there's lesser and lesser of them.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, basically Mundus is just employing a bunch of different people to go do his biddings for him. Um, so Virgil is not able to split to fuse the two worlds together. There's another like bad guy that shows up and does different things to move the plot forward. Long story short, Virgil and Dante end up in hell, facing one of Mundus's follower. Um, and they beat him. And before they leave, Virgil is like, "Yo, I'm staying in hell. I'm gonna go beat Mundus, um, and become the new king of hell, I guess."
Why
Because
do we learn what happened to Virgil all these years before he met
uh,
Dante and beat him up?
it's probably revealed in some novel. I'm pretty sure that the night that their mom died, Virgil was just like outside the house and just got absolutely mutilated by a bunch of demons. Um, I think there's a point where Virgil was just like recovering for a period of time or something. For Virgil, he thought that he was abandoned. In his
I thought
mind,
he
like no
was
one came to
he
save
like
him.
grew up in hell. I thought.
He might have actually. It's I don't have the answer, but it's possible that he was dragged to hell and then came back.
Okay.
He definitely had a different living experience than Dante, that's for sure. Um, so at the end of Devil May Cry 3, Dante leaves the demon world and Virgil stays in to go to fight Mundus. Uh, and Dante sheds a tear over it, and Lady goes like, "Oh, I guess devils can cry after all, or devil may cry after all." And then Dante goes like, "That's the name of my shop now." So they call his shop Devil May Cry, and that's the end of the game.
3.
That's the end of 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And the next one after that is Devil May Cry 1, when a few years later, Dante's sitting at his office. A woman comes in and starts going like, "Haha, you're the son of Sparda." Stabs him, throws a motorcycle at him. Dante is like just shooting the motorcycle away, unstabs himself, and goes like, "All right, what do you want?" And she's like, "All right, I have a job for you. We go to this island. There's Mundus is being resurrected on this island. You need to go stop it."
Really,
And
Virgil
Dante's
actually
like,
killed Mundus?
resurrected in the sense of like being brought into the human world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So they go to this island, and one of the reasons that Dante accepts this request from the stranger who stabbed him and shot a motorcycle at him is because she looks a lot like his mom. Like she looks a
Okay.
lot like his mom, and that is Trish. So Trish brings Dante to the island and goes like, "All right, do your job, do your investigation. We'll see you later." Dante progresses through the island, kills a few demons, uncovers a few mysteries, finds a sword, a cool sword,
Okay.
and not much story-wise in Devil May Cry 1. Because, I mean, it's a PS2 game, right? There's like 7 cutscenes through the entire thing.
How big was Sparda?
Good question.
Was he human
Either
sized?
he was human-sized in the human world for sure. He might have been bigger in the demon world.
Okay.
Um, so in Devil May Cry 1, there's a bunch of enemies that you fight. Like one of them is called Griffin, and it's just like one big bird that shoots electricity at you. One of them is called Shadow. It's like a shadow cat that stalks you around the map, and sometimes you fight it like 2, 3 times.
Okay.
And one of the enemies that you fight is called Nello Angelo, and it's just this big black and blue suit of armor that chases you throughout the game, and you fight it a few different times. And the last time that you beat him, you break his helmet, and under his helmet, you see, oh god, it's Dante's face with a different haircut. It's Virgil. So you learn then that Virgil was defeated by Mundus when Virgil stayed in hell after 3 and got essentially
I didn't
controlled
realize
by.
they look the same.
They have the same face. They have the same face model.
Okay.
I think they have a slightly different model in 5, but otherwise they have the same face model. Um, and yeah, so in 1 you learned that Virgil was defeated by Mundus, and you defeating Nello Angelo in 1 kind of triggered something for Virgil. It's like it didn't break him free of control, but something similar to that.
Yeah.
Uh,
But so in Devil May Cry 3, he beat Dante though, and here he lost.
yeah, at the end of 3, Dante beats Virgil. So in
Oh,
the beginning of 3, Virgil beats Dante, but by the end of the game, you as a player are better, so you beat Virgil, right?
okay. So not
Um,
only so I looked up Devil May Cry 5, Dante and
mhm.
Virgil. And not only, I mean, they do look a little bit similar, but not really the same. And also, Dante
Yeah,
looks like 15 years older than Virgil. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. They definitely like they looked more similar when they were younger, for sure.
Do you think that it's because the graphics were too terrible to make them different?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I also don't think they wanted to make them identical, right? But
Okay.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, so Dante beats Nello Angelo, realizes that it's Virgil, and goes like, "Huh, that was weird. That was my brother." Uh, and goes to then beat Mundus, or to defeat the spirit of Mundus that's about to be reincarnated. And Dante gets betrayed by Trish. It turns out Trish was a demon created by Mundus to specifically trick Dante. So she was made in the image of his mom to make it easier for her to betray him. Dante
Okay.
goes like, "Oh, that sucks. I hate all of this, but also I'm gonna let you live." Like Dante survived whatever betrayal happened. Um, tells Trish to leave
How
and
does
goes to finish his job. Right?
how do you actually kill Dante and Virgil if you wanted to? Is it possible, or are they like completely immortal?
Like you can, right? Like I'm sure if they have enough, if they sustain enough damage, they would die, or if you decapitate them or something, it would do it, right? Um, I'm not sure because they've survived a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah. It made me when we talked about how they looked.
Mhm,
For some reason, it made me think of Mortal Kombat because I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
mhm.
like Mortal Kombat, like 1 and 2, like the graphics weren't good. There were like very few pixels,
Yeah, yeah.
and so Raiden, like everybody thought he was just like some Asian dude with a hat. But like later, when suddenly there were more pixels, for some reason like they made him a white dude, and
Really?
yeah, he's like just a white guy with a hat with a Asian motif.
Never knew that.
But it's funny because everybody thought he was Asian before that. Yeah.
Um, I really like seeing the graphical improvement between all the Mortal Kombat games. Like just
Yeah.
the line, the progression of it looks like a person now.
Oh, now it looks
Um,
gorgeous though.
oh yeah, it looks insane now. Uh, so yeah, Devil May Cry 1 at the end, Dante beats the ongoing reincarnation of Mundus, prevents it from being reincarnated, and leaves the island with Trish as a new partner to help him fight demons. So now it is Dante, Trish, and Lady. Uh,
Okay.
the they
So
are
why does she actually look like his mother though?
she was created specifically to look
Oh,
like his
okay.
mom
Yeah.
to make it easier to trust, right?
Okay.
Um,
Well,
so
I feel like that would just make her less easy to trust though. You know?
it's yeah, but it worked, right? Like Dante's a simple person. It worked.
Did it though? I feel like he just like I feel like it didn't actually like make him trust her. He was just like, "This is weird. I'm gonna go check it out."
There is a line in the game where he says like, "I wouldn't usually do it, but I'll do it because you look like my mom."
Yeah, but like to me, that makes it think like, "Hey, this is weird. You look like my mom, so I need to investigate this."
Yeah, yeah,
Not like I trust you because you look like my mom.
right. Maybe a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Why
so
didn't they make someone that looks like him? That would be cool. That would be interesting.
there's already two of them. That's enough.
Like, can you
Um,
imagine if like Dante goes into Dante's shop and I'm like, "Hey, I'm Dante.
make the confusion.
I need you to go to an island to investigate something."
Yeah. Now it's just like, all right, what I eat? Why am I hallucinating? Um, okay, so from 1, then I think either 4 or 2. But 2 really doesn't matter. 2 is completely unrelated.
Okay.
There are very little that comes back from 2. There is a character called Lucia who's uh, uh, made a demon, a homunculus of some sort, who becomes a demon hunter. Um, and that's pretty much it. There was this one villain who was like head of a CEO of an evil enterprise that was trying to uh resurrect an old demon for power, right? Like super cliche.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I like how they just like the cliche like even
mhm.
imagine like, "Oh, I'll resurrect this demon so I can control everything." But like I feel like once you resurrect the demon, he'll just kill you and
Yeah,
control
exactly.
everything himself.
Yeah, it's like what's the goal from that moment on?
Yeah. So does Devil May Cry 2 take place chronologic in the timeline after 1?
After 1, yes, for sure. Let me check. DMC 3 in time. Yeah, so it's 3124.
Okay. Well, like how do
Um,
well, I mean, I guess we'll get to it, but how does like the church take over the world between 1 and 4 or 2 and 4?
okay. So and oh, I'm so proud of that. I have like the fucking metal case for DMC4. Like look at that. It's shiny and everything. I love it. Um, so DMC4 takes place in a town called Fortuna. Um, and Fortuna for a very long time has worshipped the demon Sparda, because they have heard the stories of Sparta 2,000 years ago fighting for humanity and defeating the demon king and separating the worlds, right? So
But do they
this,
know Sparta was a demon or do they think he was an angel?
they know he was a demon, yes,
Okay.
but like they accept that he was like not a martyr, but like he turned on the demon to serve humanity, so they worship him.
Okay.
And it's a bit of uh Amish-like village, so they're technologically they're not really using anything past like a phone, right? They're very secluded town. They keep to themselves. They don't let a lot of visitors in.
Oh, really?
And they worship
Some
Sparta.
for some reason I was under the impression that it's like just like how the world is, and this is just
It's
like
just this town.
the main town.
Nah, it's a secluded sect. Not a lot of people know about the town's existence even. Um,
Okay.
it's it's really just like a sea, like a side of like facing the sea. It's just a town, castle town, secluded. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, and in Devil May Cry 4, you follow the story of Nero, who is a young kid, maybe like 17 or so, living in that town. And he's a part of the Order of the Sword. That's kind of the religious order that is there. And he's not really a much of a believer himself, but he's a knight there. So
But he's like
um,
hiding his hand, doesn't he?
he's hiding his hand because a few months ago, his hand manifested into a demon hand
Yeah.
out of nowhere. I'm not too sure why, but he's like, yeah, my hand is now a demon hand. It's super strong, but I need to hide it because people give it good, weird looks, right?
Yeah.
Um, and one day, during a sermon, while they were listening to the priest talk, uh, Dante, out of nowhere, breaks the window, drops in, kills the priest, the head priest, and bails, right? Like, Nero and Dante fight, and after a few seconds of Dante just really playing with Nero, goes like, "All right, I'll see you later." And by the way, look at the dead guy on the ground. And Dante looks at the guy, and oh, it was a demon. The priest was a
Nero.
demon. What's happening, right? Yeah, and Nero, the new protagonist. Yeah, it goes
Yeah,
like,
you just said.
uh,
Well, yeah. Never mind. I was just saying that
so-
Dante says to Nero to look at the priest,
yes,
because you
sorry.
said Dante said look at the priest, and then Dante look at the priest.
Sorry. Um, so yeah, at this point, Nero doesn't know what's happening. The head priest is dead. This guy just came in and assassinated him, and now there's demons outside. So
Yeah.
the plot of Devil May Cry 4 takes place where,
And doesn't like one
uh,
of the knights like kidnap Kyrie or something, his girlfriend?
yes, the head scientist, his name is Agnes, and Agnes is the father of a character in Devil May Cry 5 that we're gonna see later on. Um,
But if I remember right, she's not his actual girlfriend. She's like his crush, right?
yeah, like well, I think they are officially dating in 5, but I don't think they are in 4 yet. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, Nero is now on a quest from the Order of the Sword to go find and apprehend Dante, who just now murdered their pope, right? So they were like, yeah, we're gonna go get that guy. Nero on his way and defeats a bunch of different demons,
But
acquires
like why
different
him
powers.
alone?
Specifically because he is the only one who can. They know that something is different with Nero. They're not sure what, but they know that he's special in a way. So they're like,
Okay.
yeah, anyone else would die doing this, so Nero has to be the one doing it.
Okay.
Um, on the way, he comes across uh, a broken Yamato, the sword of Virgil.
Okay.
um, being experimented on by some of the scientists. And Nero approaching the sword just touches it and it fixes it and he absorbs it. So now the Yamato is in his arm, essentially, and he can summon the Yamato anytime he wants.
Okay.
Um,
Is it the other arm or the same or the demon arm?
the demon arm. So the demon arm throughout the game is able to absorb like demonic items to give Nero
Yeah.
power ups.
But isn't he like
Uh,
doesn't he use like the sword in his left arm? No? I remember
yeah, so
wrong?
he has like his main sword in his left arm and he has the
Oh,
devil arm on his right arm, right?
yeah.
Um,
But then now he
so
had I don't remember him using a sword in his right arm though.
only whenever he uses his devil trigger. It's like whenever he powers up, he uses the other sword.
Okay.
Um, but there's a few things that are interesting. Is that whenever he picks up Yamato for the first time, he says lines that are very similar to Virgil. So whenever you're like, all right, is this guy like a reincarnation of Virgil? Is the sword possessed? What's happening, right?
Okay.
Um, uh, Nero goes to fight the big bad, gets trapped, and then Dante has to come in and save the day. So after you're done beating the game with Nero, or like halfway through Devil May Cry 4, you then switch to Dante that has to retrace the steps backwards, do the
Yeah.
whole game again, and save Nero. Um, and at the
Remember
end
there's
of the
some
game,
weird caterpillar that he runs on
a
or
weird
something like that. Or
caterpillar
a
he
snake?
runs on.
I don't know.
There's a snake
Right.
lady boss. He
Yeah.
walks on a caterpillar in one.
No, doesn't he like run on this? Yeah, I guess it's the snake lady. He like runs on her tail or something.
Yeah, yeah, I think Nero does that. I think Nero just kind of runs and it goes like a sonic loop-de-loop.
Yeah. No, I think it's Dante, isn't it?
It might be, yeah. Because you fight all the bosses like 2 or 3 times in the game.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so you beat the game, and at the end of Devil May Cry 4, Dante gives back the Yamato because he took it for a moment. He gives back the Yamato to Nero and says like, you know what, like you keep it safe. I'll see you around later, and bails. Um, so at this point, Dante and Nero are on good terms, and now we're at Devil May Cry 5.
But wait. Well, I mean, they also they like beat the church and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So they beat the bad guy. The bad guy was the head of the church, who was essentially just trying to, if not summon Sparda, to make a new demon using Sparda's likeness. Um, and yeah, Dante and Nero just stopped that.
I just remember him trying to become like a god or something.
Yeah, yeah. The big statue. So the big statue that he, okay, so the head priest took possession of the big statue. The big statue was a statue representing Sparta, and
I
by the
see.
end of the fight, it's like it's a the face is showing the face of the priest.
Yeah.
Um,
But also
yeah,
like uh I mean, obviously they all the knights and stuff and all the church people, they use like angel imagery.
mhm.
But like that's not I mean, are they the first to like use that in the world?
The angel imagery, no, no, we've seen like angels and statues before, right? It's just the form of the demons that they are choosing to take, I believe. Maybe less choosing to take, but they are creating suits of armor that looks angelic, and
Yeah.
they're powering them with demon energy. So they are choosing to an extent what it looks like.
Okay.
Because there's this one guy that has like the scientist has a demon transformation, and it makes him look like a locust, right? And I don't think he would have gone for that. Um, but by the time Devil May Cry 5 rolls in, Nero now has a van that has the sign Devil May Cry on the side. So he is the mobile branch of the Devil May Cry franchise.
Oh yeah,
So
isn't there like a
Dante,
scientist that comes with him in the van?
yeah, a tinkerer. Her name is Nico.
Yeah.
She makes different weapons. She makes different accessories for Nero, and she is the daughter of Angus, the Agnes, the scientist in Fortuna.
Okay, but I missed. I don't know if you said it, but do we actually know who Nero is, or
At this
is
point,
it
we don't.
just
We
at this
have
point we
some
still
ideas, right?
don't know? We just have theories. Okay.
It's just theories.
Yeah.
And in Devil May Cry 5, Nero is working in his garage, we're making some adjustment to whatever, and a stranger walks in his garage, uh, comes up to Nero, grabs his arm, his demon arm, rips it off, and leaves.
Okay.
So the second this happens, the person is cloaked, right? But you're like, oh shit, this is Virgil. This is Virgil. It's happening. Uh, he takes the Yamato out of Nero's demon arm, uh, opens a portal to somewhere else, and leaves.
Well, I remember
Um,
most of Devil May Cry 5. You think V is Virgil.
right.
It makes you like think that.
So it's I'm probably skipping the order that things are revealed in 5, but in 5 the whole premise is, oh shit, there's a giant demon tree growing in the middle of the city, and it's eating people, and we need to stop it.
Which city
Um,
is this? This is one of the
I
cities that
don't
were
know.
featured earlier. Or is this a new city?
Yeah, uh, good question. I don't know actually where it takes place. I know at some point you go to Redgrave City, but I don't know if it takes place in Redgrave City.
Okay.
It's just a city. It's a big populated city. Um, so Dante gets hired by a new mysterious client called V, to beat the demon who is making that tree happen. A
Okay.
big demon called Urizen. So Dante gets hired by this guy to kill Urizen and stop the tree.
And is that after
Uh,
his Nero's arm is taken?
yes.
Okay. I was really I remember now because I remember the Tinker gives Nero different arms,
Mhm.
but I was actually really disappointed that I couldn't use his arm. I was like, well, this sucks. This was my favorite part.
Yeah, the Buster arm in 4 is so satisfying, and it felt so integral to Nero's gameplay.
Yeah.
I know you can get a robot arm that's a Buster arm in
Yeah.
5 too, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. It's cool that he has all these different arms that he can use, but yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. That was like
for variety, it's cool, but like I miss
outside of his
the
like edginess, like 80% of what made him cool was the demon arm, and now it's gone.
yeah.
He's like much less cool.
I agree. I agree with that. Um, but yeah, so Dante, Trish, Lady, V, and Nero are all going up the tree to go fight the big bad demon. They all get beaten. Dante gets put into a coma that lasts about a month. Um, and yeah, Nero comes back slightly stronger, and V is slowly dying. Um, so all independently, their objectives meet. They meet each other at some point. They interact, but what happens is that Dante goes back to their childhood home where everything happened, and fuses the rebellion sword with himself and the Sparda sword to then create his own demon sword. So it has a demon sword Dante. So Dante gets a power up, Nero gets stronger by experience, and V is slowly dying.
Yeah. Actually,
Y-
unrelated,
mhm,
but Urizen looks, I don't know, like his posture, his sitting posture and all of that
mhm.
really reminds me of the like Monster King in One Punch Man. Orochi, I think it is.
Ah, you need to send me a picture. I have no visual in head.
In season two, the Demon King? The
I
Monster
haven't
King?
I haven't watched season 2.
Oh, really?
I've only seen season 1.
Okay.
Um, but yes, definitely send that over.
Well,
Um,
have you read the manga? No?
yeah, but that was all, honestly forever ago. I can't remember what pose or who the Monster King is.
People hate on season two, but I liked it. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I
I
should
think I
definitely
think
watch it
people
at some
say
point.
the animation's bad, from what I heard, but I didn't
Mhm.
recognize
A
where it's
drop or
bad.
anything.
Yeah, to me it looked
Right,
the same, and I thought it was funny, so I liked it.
right. Okay, so at this point, the group goes back up the tree, goes to beat Urizen, and they defeat him. And V's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get the killing blow here." Uh, Goes up to Urizen and instead of killing it, fuses with him to create Virgil. So you then learn that V and Urizen are both parts of Virgil. So Virgil split his demon side and human side. So V was the human side and Urizen was just pure demon. And now they are back together as Virgil.
Well, why are they so strong though? Why is each half so strong?
Uh, Good question. It is not really explained, I don't think. Like, arguably, Virgil is stronger now than he was when they were separated. Um, I know
Is
that
he though?
V,
Because didn't he just defeat everybody when he was separated?
at the start of the game, yes, but not now. Like,
I sent
since
you
the
the
start of the
picture, by the
game,
way.
okay. Since the start of the game, everyone got stronger and such, right? Um, oh yeah, no, I see that. I can see that 100%.
Yeah.
Um,
He looks like he's. I don't think it's tentacles for him, but he still looks like tentacly, and he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
sitting like that on like a chair, very
Mhm.
nonchalantly.
No, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no. So Urzen throughout the game was collecting blood from the tree to create a fruit to make himself stronger. Uh, Eats the fruit, still gets defeated, but whenever both party got fused back together into Virgil, Virgil is now much stronger than he was before. Uh, Easily just beats Dante and Nero there and goes like, "All right, you guys recover, and whenever you're ready, we're gonna fight for real, for real." And he leaves,
But
and
isn't he
that's
like
where
a good guy now?
Virgil?
Yeah. Once
No,
he get
no,
reformed.
no. His goal is to gain more power constantly. He just wants to be the strongest. To, I'm presuming, eventually go back to the demon world and beat Mundus, because last time he did that, he got wrecked. Um, so at this point, he's basically telling everyone, like, all right, you guys get stronger and come meet me whenever you are. Um, and this is the moment where Nero goes, all right, I'm gonna go kill this dude right now. And Dante says, no, I don't want you to because it's your dad, and you probably don't want to kill your dad. And this is the moment where it's confirmed Nero is Virgil's dad, and Dante goes like,
Other way.
yeah, Virgil is Nero's dad. And Dante goes like, I had a doubt the first time we met, and then like you reacted to the Yamato, and that gave me like confirmation that's what it was.
How did that happen, though? Do we know?
So in Devil May Cry 4, the DLC, you can play as Virgil, and it adds one cutscene at the beginning of the game that you see young Virgil, like Devil May Cry 3 era Virgil, walk into Fortuna, and there's this one person who is covered, and she turns around and looks at Virgil. There is no confirmation, but that was probably Nero's mom.
Okay.
And the reasoning is that Virgil, when he was learning about Sparda and the demons and all of that before the events of Devil May Cry 3, that he had heard about this town who worshipped Sparda. So he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go over there, study what they have, see what they have, right?" And this is where he would
So,
have had a kid there.
so I don't. Uh, One second. Actually,
Yeah.
Nero's mother apparently is very searched term,
Yeah.
and like it says that his mother might have been a prostitute.
Oh, I find that unlikely.
He was bullied because everybody else said his mom was a prostitute. That's what the wiki says. I don't know if it was true or not, though.
Probably in the context of they didn't know who the dad was, right? So it was like mockery in that sense.
Okay. It does say that apparently Kyrie is his adoptive sister, and
Yes,
he was
because they
adopted
grew up in
by.
an orphanage together.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. But apparently everybody searches for who Nero's mom is.
Yeah, because it's never been confirmed. We'll probably never know. But yeah, so at this point, Nero finally learns, and they make their way up to the tree to go fight Virgil. Nero unlocks his own devil trigger, and regrows his own arm by with the power of motivation.
Okay.
And at the end of Devil May Cry 5, the uh, tree has to be cut to the root from the demon world, and doing so will close it off. So Dante and Virgil will both be locked in the demon world. So they're telling Nero that he's now the one in charge of protecting the human world, and they leave. And that's the end of the game, and that's where we are story-wise now.
So actually, interesting. People are discussing that. I mean, there's no confirmation to this, and there's not even confirmation that this is like anything canon. But I see some people discussing that Nero's mother was actually a character from DMC. They're speculating it's Cat from DMC.
Nah, nah.
I don't even
That
remember
wouldn't.
her.
She's the one who did the spray paint, the glyphs. She has like
No, I don't remember at all. I don't remember any spray
damn.
painting on or glyphs, or I don't remember that character at all.
DMC had three characters. It was Dante, Virgil, and Kate.
I don't remember Virgil or Cat. I obviously know who Virgil is now, but like I don't remember him in DMC.
Uh, he had a fedora in DMC, and people mocked it so much that when DMC got the definitive edition, the Virgil did not have a fedora anymore.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I only remember Dante.
cool part of DMC5 is that V fights with bosses from Devil May Cry 1. So in Devil May Cry 1, Nello Angelo, you were fighting you were fighting Nello Angelo, you were fighting Shadow the cat, and you were fighting Griffin the bird and Nightmare, the big blob amalgamation of demons.
So
And those
so
are the
so
yeah.
wait, can you? So I kind of missed what you were saying a bit. So Devil May Cry 5, Virgil beats everybody, and they
Mhm,
all get stronger, come
mhm.
back, and what happened? And they meet Virgil again?
Yeah, so there's a few rounds of Dante versus Virgil, and then Nero shows up and goes like, "No, no, I'm gonna beat Virgil," and Nero beats Virgil,
And is
and that
V does V still exist?
no,
Okay.
not anymore.
So they beat
Uh,
Virgil, and what then?
and then they agree to set their differences aside for the greater good, and Dante and Virgil go down to the demon world to stop the tree from causing an apocalypse,
And that's how it ends?
and that's how it ends.
Okay.
So it ends with Nero and Nico in the Devil May Cry van,
But now
heading
he's
to
got
their
his hand
next.
back, his demon
Now he's
hand.
got his hand back, and he got his own devil trigger, which is cool.
I don't
Um,
even remember like what Devil Trigger is. Like,
it's basically just demon transformation. It's like
yeah.
Dante can turn into a demon, Virgil can turn into a demon,
I'm the
and
kind of guy who
and
hates that stuff.
how
I
come?
like the vanilla. I don't
Yeah,
know. It just never was fun to me. Like when I played Neo or Wulong, never used that transformation.
mm.
In Neo
uh,
1, it's called Living Weapon. In Neo 2, it's like, I don't remember how it's called, but it's like demon form.
right, right. Um, oh damn, Nero's cool. Nero's got a cool one. He gotta use it. He turns his devil trigger on and he says "fuck you" and flips off someone. Um, but
Why?
for the context, it was a fight between Nero and Virgil, and the first time he devil triggers, he flips off Virgil and says "fuck you" and starts punching him. It's great.
That sounds stupid.
Um,
Uh, yeah, I'm looking at the pictures now. I don't like how it looks, how Nero's looks. Let me see how the others looks. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know.
The
I don't
the
like it.
devil triggers throughout the years have always changed very drastically. Nero's one is very different from Virgil's and Dante's.
Yeah,
Um,
I still don't like them though.
no.
I just like the regular. I just like humans. They look cooler. Humans with
Um,
swords are cooler than demons.
so yeah, at this point of the story, Dante and Virgil are in hell, just fighting off waves of demon, and Nero is in the human world protecting it. And as far as we know, that's where the story is at this point until Devil May Cry 6 comes out eventually.
1 second. I do want to check something out. It's funny because the name of the like second director of Devil May Cry
Mhm.
after Hideki Kamiya, his surname Hideaki, almost the same. But he left Capcom, so I don't know. Both are not in Capcom anymore, so I don't know if there will even be Devil May Cry 6.
Uh, who's the person who did 5?
I think it's him, Hideaki
Yeah.
Itsuno. I think maybe I'm wrong. Devil May Cry 5 director. Yeah, it's him. Well, he only left Capcom in 2024.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if there will be a Devil May Cry 6, but
One can hope, because with
But I did send you a picture of both directors like meeting up, and they said that
yes,
they might be developing their own game.
that would be cool. A remake of Devil May Cry 1 would be very nice. It would be very necessary.
Another remake,
Um,
second remake. It's like
not
Spider
a
Man.
reboot. Not a reboot, right? Just remaking an HD remake of 1.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. I mean,
jeez.
Capcom has the rights though, so you never know.
Mhm.
All these big corporation like publishers, they all suck to be honest. So
It's all about the money, man. It's all
yeah.
about the monies. And talking about money, the Devil May Cry Netflix series brought in a lot of viewers, brought in a lot of sales for the game. So
I
I don't
didn't
know.
even know there was a
Hopefully,
Netflix series. What's that
yeah,
about?
very. It's a retelling of the events of 3. So it's kind of a soft reboot, but not as hard of a reboot as DMC Devil May Cry. It's still Dante, still Lady, and some of the bosses and characters from the original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, but it's a retelling of the story. So it's like modernizing some of it, even though it still takes place in 2001. Um, it's interesting. I enjoy it.
Okay, so I guess that's it then. We learned everything about the like we recapped all the games, all the stories, and
One thing that needs to be mentioned is that Devil May Cry brought the greatest video game theme of all time. The song Bury the Light by Casey Edwards is the greatest video game theme of all time.
what's the name? Say the name again.
Yeah, I just sent it over to you. It's called Bury the Light, and it's a song that was made by a fan who understood the character and who was wanted to put forward something or an aspect of the character that wasn't put before. And it's basically throughout the entire series, Virgil is pushing aside his human side to gain more power. He's embracing the demon side to be stronger and stronger every time. And this song shows the two sides of Virgil, the the ego, the idea of grandeur, and then it ends with a reflection to his human side, and it's a beautiful song, and it's so badass.
So I'm
I
gonna
do
listen to it
believe.
right now. It won't appear in our video, so this is gonna be cut. All right, we're back. I skimmed through the song. Didn't listen to all of it. I
But do
listened to it a
listen
bit.
to it at some point. Like, do
Well,
take the time
I don't really like it though.
give
Not,
it a chance.
not. I don't know. It's not my style of music that I like. Like, I
Is
don't
it
know.
too electronic?
I don't know. It like hurts my ears. I don't know. It's like I don't know how to explain it. But do you think that Devil May Cry has your favorite soundtracks? Like out of the whole series? Or are there other
Uh,
games that you like their soundtracks more?
Okay, so you mean like Devil May Cry as a series, if
Yeah.
as a whole,
Yeah.
um, it's either that or Zelda, honestly, as a series. Um,
Zelda. I don't remember anything from Zelda.
Zelda is has
Well,
music
I
as a main
remember
theme.
I remember the Goron theme in Ocarina of Time.
The
So stupid.
most of the songs for Wind Waker are still a banger. The songs from Ocarina are still classics, but
One thing I
Wind
remember, one of my
Waker.
favorite things about Ocarina of Time is that every time, I mean, I'm not a fan of the game. I'm not a fan of Zelda. I'm kind of a Zelda hater. But one of the things that I did like about Ocarina of Time is that every time you learn a song, Link, he's like, on his ocarina, and then he looks at it like, "Oh my god, this shit can play music." That's how it looks like. How it looks
Whoa.
at every
That
time.
was funny.
It's like he looks so surprised every time that he learns a new song.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah,
Uh, the yeah, as far as like which series has the best music, it's oh god, yeah. For me, it's either Devil May Cry, Zelda, or the Souls series. I guess Dark Souls.
Death Stranding
What Death Stranding has really good
has it just has
score, right?
songs. It doesn't really have
Yeah,
soundtracks.
yeah. Like it has real songs from real people in it. Um,
Were these songs
like
developed for Death Stranding, or
one or two of them, like at least a few of them, they were for sure. I don't think the low roar stuff was, because they have a song called BB's Theme that was made for it, and there was another song called Death Stranding, I believe, that was definitely made for it.
yeah? But I don't know. I feel like I would not. I know that people really like it about Devil May Cry and about Doom, the newer Dooms. But like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the music.
hmm
It hurts me. I'm too old in my
Yeah,
soul. Not in my body,
bro.
but in my soul. I'm too old for that music.
There's definitely a space for it. Like if it fits, if it adds to the emotion, to the experience, there's definitely a space for it, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even think it's that bad, but like it's hard for me to listen to. Even
hmm
though even though I don't think it's bad. Like I think it sounds like fine, but like it's hard for me to listen to.
Like you don't find any enjoyment out of it.
Uh, Not only that, but like it's like actually hard to listen to me for a long time. I don't know. Like it's not that I think it sounds bad. Like it sounds even good sometimes, but it's still just I can't listen to it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So I guess that's it.
Think so? Do you have any questions regarding this series at this point? Do you think you're going to be picking it up at any point?
Probably. I mean, honestly, I still haven't watched Bleach, and I still haven't read any Warhammer 40K books, which I wanted.
Mhm.
I don't know. I haven't done anything yet, but I would like to play the series and watch
Mhm.
Bleach and read some Warhammer. But I don't know. I don't know when I'll do it. It's hard.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel kind of tired from all media at this point. Everything kind of feels like a chore that I need to do instead of just fun.
Yeah, yeah. When it becomes like that, instead of just enjoying the entertainment, might as well not.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it might be just a current state of my depression, maybe. So,
Mm.
but yeah, all right, Willow. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for talking about it, basically about the series, telling us everything that happens. Which is your favorite game?
It probably is 4 because it holds a nostalgic place in my heart, but 5 is objectively the best Devil May Cry game, I believe.
Okay, and and you'd say DMC the reboot is the worst, or two?
No, no, two is the worst for
Two
sure.
is the worst. Okay.
Yeah, I'd even put DMC reboot and gameplay above 1, maybe above 3. But it
But not
just
just in
yeah,
gameplay, just overall.
overall, yeah, for me, it's 2 DMC reboot, 1, 3, 4, 5 in that order.
Okay. Cool. Uh, yeah, I actually do want to replay them, like 4 and 5, and obviously play 1, 2, and 3. So, yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next Canopy. Bye, everybody.